Now let's explain why this veld, this environment is so sensitive. Let's explain that first. If you look at these mountains, you will find that right at the top we've got volcanic rocks that came through crevices and cracks with volcanic motion, pushed up, and it mushroomed over the top. That's the dolerites. It's a very hard volcanic rock. They also call it Eysterklip because it's hard as iron. Under those dolerites, underneath it, is a layer of sandstone. That sandstone varies from 50 to 300 meters thick. The sandstone used to be sand, and the volcanics, the heat of the volcanics, melted the silica in the sand, and the pressure on top metamorphosed the sand into sandstone. Below the sandstone, much older, is a layer of siltstone, and even below that, a layer of mudstone. Now the mud and siltstone is sedimentary rocks that filtered under water conditions like mud, and that mud and the silt eventually turned into solid rock after long times, with all this pressure and weight from a sandstone and the dolerites on top of it. Now just look at the structure of this geological strata. The mudstone, the mud has got a high clay content, and the particles are very small, and it locks the water and it keeps the water together. The siltstone is even finer than mudstone. The particles are still smaller than mudstone, and that doesn't form a real clay when it gets wet, but it forms a 2 centimeter locking when the water comes on the top. The water doesn't filter through that 2 centimeters, and everything runs off, and we lose it. We've seen it yesterday with the rain, how that water just washes off and away, and we lose it out. In the same time, the siltstone, the particles, besides with that little bit wetness that it bonds only for that moment, that particles, because it's so small, it also runs with the water. So no infiltration, and further like dust, it goes with the water, wash it away. And you see that in the water coming down, like yesterday, it comes like red soup as it comes down, taking the sand with it. The sandstone higher up gives you an acidic soil of much larger particles, and the water infiltrates that quite quickly and very effectively, but it's acidic. So it gives you sour veld and less nutritious grasses on it normally. The dolerite gives you the best of all. That is a cherry on the cake. That gives you high nutritious soils, very good quality, but they're only right at the tops and here and there on little plate areas where you find them, and you'll see them as little pocket patches areas. And that little patches is not enough for the number of animals that used to be on this place. At the moment, we don't know yet how many animals is there. We will still have to do new counts again after it. But anyway, I am here doing now the resource evaluation first, so that we can measure and see what is the limitations that we've got and the potential that we've got. So we're going to show you just now how we do a survey to measure the vegetation structure, composition and quality, because that gives us a calibration of veld condition, which we can use then with our rainfall figures to calculate the actual carrying capacities of what is there at the moment. What I'm going to do here, this one is not going to be a straight line transect because I have to follow the curve of the river, just on the edge of the bank. So I have to set up a starting point so that you can come back in time and come and redo the transect again. You start picking up satellite so long. Now I've put this transect number on a board there that I can see what transect I'm working with. Now there's the number to identify it. Now I just stand a little bit back and I take a picture of the point where I've put it down, so that whenever you can come back you can identify the point again. And there we've got the coordinate. Now I take a picture of it, and now we're going to just see how fast 3 meters goes there in the opening again. First look for grasses. There's no grasses. Now we're going to find that along this riverine on this matte stone. There's some nice grasses coming up under that bush there. That panicum's coming up there, which is good grass under the twigs. Alright, that's for that now. There's a little one, that one's in. Now this one is not in. This is a branch hanging over from there, but it's too wide. It's wider than 1 meter. This is again is a north. And we've got that little one, Karoo there. What's on this 1.5. Onward, we've got some herbs there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 herbs that are not edible. I put not edible 8. Yeah, I'm missing something. You're in. And that's a good thing to have. That's a Eretia rigidas, the macarbos, everything eats that thing. Alright, now I must just get to where I was standing there. 1, 2, 3 is gonna be, yeah. Oh, and you've got the invasive, invader as well. There's a Licky's cactus. Oh, that stuff. Really bad. Still no grass. Yeah, there is grass. On the tip, I'm gonna touch it. There comes that broadleaves coming up. It's again panicums. It's panicums again. My markers there. So 1, 2, 3. I try not to look where I put my point. I look forward and I just drop it. So that your mind doesn't pick out specifics. So if there's a grass just outside, you would tend as a human being to go and put it on the grass. With a bias. Yeah. You'll tend to put it on the grass. So now you can't put it on the grass, your point isn't open. Right, again this tree is falling. It's on right. I'm just gonna touch the stem. I'll put it in. It's on the border. I'll put it in. It's Shelia. And after 20 points, then you realize that it's so homogeneous, the whole thing stays the same all the way. Then you can cut your line and make it shorter. But the more variability there is on the line, you should go to your full 50 points.